I was thinking, of course, I'd be thinking a lot as an overthinker. So I was thinking, like, why would God curse me with such an overactive brain? All it does is makes me miserable. It makes me miserable because it makes me think thoughts like, what could I have done better in a situation that happened 2 months ago? And you really do get the perfect comeback when someone calls you skinny in the 6th grade, bro. You really do get the perfect comeback. The words just come when it's too late. But it's like, why am I thinking about this so long? Like, I can't even make this situation happen again. Sometimes I'd be like, dang, I'm about to go hang out with my friends, or I'm gonna hang out with this girl, it's about to be popping. And in my mind, I like think about everything that can happen on this date, or everything that can happen on my friends. But like, oh, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna do this and that. We're gonna go jet skiing. We're gonna play some volleyball. Me and the girl about to get some flaming mignon. We about to eat some good food, bro. We about to get some pina coladas, talk about our relationship status. And then life obviously is doing its own thing. So then I get disappointed because what I was thinking about, all those thoughts I've been dreaming about, how I wanted it to go, is not happening. It's not like it couldn't happen, but I made this whole story up in my mind, and that's not how reality is. Like, someone says something to you weird and you just like, why did they say like that? Do we have a problem? And you start to think about every interaction you and this person have had to this point, to try to find out why this person is acting towards you this way. Like, why did they respond so coldly to you over text last night? And your mind is just up and it's just running. The hamster in your brain is just like he's Sonic, bro. It's crazy. So I was like, why did God curse me with this? Because I don't see what the benefit is. This don't give me more money, it just gives me more stress, bro. And then I realized something. I can't remember what made me realize this, but after I realized it, I just wrote it down in my notes. I realized my brain is focused on garbage, on nonsense. That's why I feel like I'm being tormented with all this overthinking, because my brain is thinking about stuff that doesn't matter, stuff that's out of my control. If I was to say this line better, or like I'd say something smarter, a smarter comeback, what would happen? Nothing really. Maybe I'll get like 2 extra respect points from people who are there. It doesn't matter. What I want to change about the past doesn't matter. I cannot change the past. So am I thinking about it so much? Someone would say, because I want to be prepared for next time. Things usually don't even happen the same way next time. It's a whole different scenario, different people, different time. The queen is dead. It'll never be the same again, bro. So I realized my brain is focusing on stupid stuff. If my brain was overthinking about ways to get a check, bro, to get my first K on YouTube, how to improve my videos, and I'll just spend that same amount of time, I'll be here thinking about some text or some conversation or something that really doesn't matter. If I spent all that time overthinking on something that does matter, that's something that can improve my life, I feel like I would have a lot better ideas and solutions to my problems right now. If I sat down and just overthought about how to improve my video quality. As I said, I thought about, hey, my video's not looking good. How can I fix this? Baby steps, something I can actually do. I don't have no fancy equipment right now. I don't have a space to just put a bunch of lights in the background, change the lighting. Looked up a video, I was like, let me just try the back camera or something. Let me just try something different. And I keep thinking about that, what can I try different? And then I realized there's holes in my thinking. Look at research, think about it some more, research, think about it some more. Still trying to fix it. But yeah, as you see, my brain is thinking about something that makes sense. If I sit down and think about, hey, how can I get this business popping? How can I make more money? Something that makes sense, something that's within my control. How can I make this activity more enjoyable? How can I hit a new PR in the gym? How can I be happier? Instead of thinking about the situation that's causing you stress, think about, what can I do to be happier? Overthink about that. That's what I'm saying. It's a gift. It really is a gift. Because if you set your mind on things that do make sense, things that are in your control, if you think about things that you can change that are in your control, you will see how powerful your brain is. The same fake scenarios you keep on making up with you and your girlfriend or boyfriend that might not happen, these arguments you have in your head just to practice, if you was to like maybe not stop, of course I can't just tell you to stop today. That's very hard to do. I can't just tell you to stop doing something you've been doing your whole life. But you just start to focus on something worthwhile, something that actually can push you further along in life. How can I make my boss like me? How can I be more attractive? How can I make my resume more attractive? Overthink about that. Take your time, sit down and let your brain run on that. Because I'm telling you, your brain is on creative overload, bro. Your brain is actually working on 2 times speed. In my hypothesis, but I feel like when you're overthinking, you're also a very creative person as well. Your brain is just on overdrive. You're having all these ideas and situations, and you're thinking about what the person might say. That's a lot of mind power to see someone's personality, have a conversation with them in your own head, and make up a variety of things that they might say and what you would say to each of those things. I don't think people realize how much work they're actually doing in their own head. That's a lot of work. You should get paid for that, bro. To really sit down and think about all the possible ways you could have sent that text better, like what you could have said differently in this situation, for like hours on end, on months, weeks on end, and it's just haunting you and you keep on having these different ideas. It's crazy. And another thing I want you to do to really supercharge your overthinking is to write down the stuff you're thinking about. A lot of times it's just in your head bouncing around. That's what you're thinking about, the same thing all the time. But writing it down, even if you want to put it on your phone, I like writing. I said that before. I like pen, paper, pencil, paper, rock. You just scratch. You get one rock and you. I ain't got no rocks. I got like a rock deficit, bro. I don't know when last I just had a rock. You can take one rock and you scratch in the message into the other rock, into the tablet of stone. Makes it more real for me, at least. So you get the ideas out of your head, get that overthinking out of your head and on some paper. Even if you gotta write 4 pages. I remember I was so upset at time, so overwhelmed in my head. I just sat down and wrote 4 pages worth in my journal, all caps. Just so mad. You know what happened? I got tired and I ran out of things to say. And for a while, my brain was just empty. It was just, I got everything I wanted to say, and it was nice. It was like a meditation kind of moment. Like, wow, there's nothing else to say. He finally shut up. Wow. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't think of overthinking as a problem. It's a gift. It only is a problem because you're focusing on dumb stuff. Stop thinking about stupid stuff that you cannot change, that you have no influence over. You cannot influence how someone is going to respond to what you say. You can't change that. No matter how you said it, what they have in their own mind is what's gonna happen. You can't control what someone else does. You can't control the environment or the weather. You cannot control that. If you think about what you can control, you put your mind on things that you actually can influence, and also write down the solutions or ideas that you have. I'm telling you, you'll have a much healthier brain space and you'll feel a lot more productive. Maybe not cut it out completely, because obviously to me it's kind of fun just to think about random nonsense and then be like, hey, what if I went on the street and then a guy gave me $20? What would happen? What would I do at $20? Think about stuff like that. It's kind of stupid, but it is fun. I don't know if you can relate. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, write down those ideas that you're having, because they're good ideas. Your brain is, I'm telling you, you're a very creative person. Your brain is working on Mach 10 and you just have it doing stupidness. As I say, it's creative and it's problem solving. You're problem solving. You're just sitting down and trying to solve problems all day. That's a skill. People will pay big money for a problem solver. If you could just go to a businessman and you could think of an idea that will make him more money, more revenue, get him more customers, get him more engagement on his posts, you solve his problems, you'll make big money. And you're just doing that. You're trying to have an argument in your head before it even happens. You see what I mean? I watched a video of mine and I was like, dang, quality is terrible. I wish somebody told me this before. So I'm gonna try to improve the quality of my videos going forward. Hopefully they're in a better definition, pixel resolution, whatever you want to call it. If you can't see this pretty face, then what's the point?